Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're on the seafront at Fleetwood, the glorious seafront at Fleetwood. And this is another Fish and Chip Friday. This is a Fish and Chip Friday because I'm just going to go and have my lunch. I've been on the go all morning. You can just see the little boats coming in and out. So this is the RNLI shop. That's an excellent shop. I would highly recommend you go and have a look in there when you're in Fleetwood. And this is the ferry. This is the ferry. That's another one on our list of things to do. And what you can see over the water is Knot End. And the ferry takes you from here to Knot End. And it's a short journey by boat and it's an arduous journey by road, so you can sit and wait here. And we're off in here. We're off in the Ferry Cafe to sample the delights of my friend Sharon's fish and chips. I bet she thinks I've got lost in the fog because it's about 2 o'clock and that's the upper lighthouse. I bet she thinks I've got lost in the fog. I'll tell you something, I'm ready for my lunch. So we're going to, oh, there's a queue. There's a queue. I'll go in and see if she's there and tell her that I've arrived. So there's plenty of space for everybody. Where is she? She's seeing me. I shall join the queue. So I've spoken to my lovely friend Sharon and she's gone off to fetch me some fish and chips, and I've been looking at the ones that they're bringing back to the people in the cafe and I have to say they look delightful. So before I actually get my lunch, I'm going to show you the view because I'm sat right at the side of the window and look at that for a view. I mean, where else? Where else do you eat fish and chips with a view like that? It's absolutely beautiful. It's really lovely. That's the view across, it's the view across the bay. So now I've shown you that, I've got myself positioned so that you can see the shop and you can see the plates of fish and chips that she's bringing out because they look absolutely gorgeous. So I'm waiting eagerly for mine to come now, so I'm ready for my dinner. She's too fast for me then. Come and stand here, where we can see you, where we can see you. I just turned the camera on and she turned up. Look, here she comes with my fish and chips.
There you go. That's what we class as pensioners' fish and chips.
Yeah.
Just for you, Jay. Just for you.
That's dead right, that Sharon. Pensioner, that looks lovely. Thank you ever so
Do you
much.
want any other sauces?
No, thank you. No,
Salt
thank you.
and vinegar's
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Thank you, darling.
Okay, I shall see you shortly.
Yeah, toodaloo. I've got my Diet Coke. I was just taking the top of the Coke to just have a drink because I started coughing right at that point where she appeared. Excuse me, I'm still coughing. Now I've got bubbles up my nose. So I have to say that looks absolutely beautiful. Beautifully cooked. Cooked for me, and as instructed, excuse me. As instructed after last week's Fish and Chip Friday, I've also got mushy peas because I do everything you tell me to. So I do like tartare sauce, but I'm going to pass on that today. So that looks absolutely delicious, and it's quite late. It's about, it's 20 past 2. This is nearly my tea time. In fact, Chrissy said to me, is this going to be your tea or is it going to be your dinner? I said, well, we'll see. I'll be having a slice of toast for my tea. So I've got my napkin and my knife and fork, and now I'm going to tuck in. So this is the pensioner special overlooking the sea on Fleetwood seafront. Here we know how to live. We know how to live. That looks really, really lovely. Look at that for whitefish. There you go, look. Look how nice that looks. Piping hot. Let's try it. That's proper seaside fish and chips, that. Crunchy batter. That's lovely. That's what I would call Proper seaside fish and chips. Beautifully white fish. Let me get you a bigger bit to look at. It's beautifully white fish. There you go, look. Can you see that? That's really, really nice. So I have a menu. Let's see how much this pensioner's special is. Pensioner's special. Small fish, pie or pudding with chips, plus one drink and one side. Tea and coffee, and bread and butter if you want it, and that's £6.75. So I think you've got to say that that's excellent value for money. The chips are lovely. I'd be very surprised if the peas are not homemade. That's lovely. We've been wanting to try the fish and chips here for quite some time. Now, you obviously gathered that I know the proprietress of this fine establishment. I've known Sharon for donkey's years. Many years she was the PCSO in Cleveland. And is famously credited with being the person who kicked off our Russell Beach group. So, as I knew I would be in Fleetwood and it would be quite late in the day, I thought I'll come and have some fish and chips, because I've eaten fish and chips here before, but not under Sharon's ownership. And I have to say they're lovely. Really lovely. I would definitely give them 10 out of 10. So if you're in Fleetwood, I would suggest that you come to the Ferry Cafe and you'll partake of fish and chips. And if you do, please mention that you saw it here. Cheers. I've got Diet Coke to go with fried fish. So, while I'm eating this, we'll have a look and see what else is on the menu, shall we? The batter's lovely. It's a really nice crunch, and it's beautiful fish. It's also, I think that's a bit big for my little delicate mouth, isn't it? Maybe not. Chips are very nice. They always taste different when you get them in a fish and chip shop. I mean, they're all fried potatoes, but fish and chip shop chips taste different to Chinese chips, taste different to homemade chips. So, on the menu, there are paninis, sandwiches, hot drinks, cold drinks, fish. You can have cod, haddock, plaice, ache, scampi, fish cake, small fish, fish balm and catch of the day. So there's plenty of fish to pick from. Breakfast, chips, side orders, and then there's ordinary meals as well. So I'll just pop that down and then I can read it to you while I'm eating my lunch. So there's ham and eggs, lasagna, jumbo sausage, chicken bites, eggs, chips and peas. Ooh. Burgers, chilies, stew, corned beef hash. Pies, jacket potatoes. And a beautiful view. What more could you want? What more could you want? Pudding, that's what you could want. Oh, yeah, here we go, desserts and cakes on the back. So we've got apple pie. I have to say, I really enjoyed that. Egg custard, scone, lemon meringue. Assorted cakes and tarts. Chocolate bars. Muffins and flapjacks. And I also happen to know that there's a very nice line in ice cream as well. Eat in or take away. That's very nice. So, I think I'll finish this off and I'll rejoin you in a moment. So, viewers, that was absolutely delicious. I have to say, I have a clean, empty plate. I've eaten every last little scrap. So I think 10 out of 10, definitely 10 out of 10. Beautiful chips, lovely peas, value for money, excellent I think, at £6.75. And all in all, well worth calling in. So make sure that you subscribe to Visit Fylde Coast. Make sure that you'll hit that little bell for notifications, and then you'll get our next Fish and Chip Friday review. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I did. So for now, cheers.